Ladies and gentlemen, you welcome back to the continuation of the Dangerous Goods lectures. We looked at various regulations governing the transport of dangerous goods with their different modes. We looked at air, we looked at sea. Currently, we are going to look at road and continue with rail. Now, road is one of the major modes of transport, the whole wide world, and it is widely used for the transport of various commodities, including dangerous substances. Wherever road goes, there are a lot of openings, developments spring up, factories come up, and laboratories and all sorts of things which requires the use of dangerous goods. As a result of that, the UN did not leave the road out. So they came up with the road regulations fashioned or structured along the same way that the UN would want it to be handled. So that at the end of the day, anything which is done would be in tune with the UN regulations and the models. So the international road transport, the governing regulation is the European Agreement concerning the international carriage of dangerous goods by road, which is called the ADR. You'll recall that in my earlier submission, the maiden submission, which I told you is the summary, I did mention ADR, Accord Dangerous Routiers, for the road transport. It was agreed upon at Geneva on the 30th September 1957 under the auspices of the United Nations Economic Commission for Europe, and it became effective since January 29, 1968. Remember, I told you most often treaties or agreements are reached, but they do not become effective until they have the full ratification of member states or a certain number of people signing on, then it becomes effective. So it was agreed upon in Geneva. Look at the time, September 30, 1957, and it took them up to January 29, 1968 for the agreement to be effective or to come into effect. The detailed regulation concerning the transport of dangerous goods on this mode can be found in the annexes A and B of the ADR, which have been regularly amended and updated since the entry into force of ADR. Most often, most of these regulations have to be revised regularly with the changes in time. With technological development, one needs to move with the time. We are living in a dynamic world, and without change, you will be left behind. You will become archaic you become obsolete. So those of you who are not changing, please remember you get rusted. So you need to oil yourself just as the regulations are continually being reviewed. So this particular regulation has undergone several changes since the time it came into force. The agreement itself is short and simple. The key article is the second, which says that apart from some excessively dangerous goods, other dangerous goods may be carried internationally in road vehicles subject to compliance with the conditions laid down in Annex A for the goods in question, in particular as regards their packaging and labeling, and the conditions laid down in Annex B, in particular as regards the construction equipment and operation of the vehicle carrying the goods in question. In every law or treaty, we have certain specifications. The law itself will cover a wide-ranging issues. That is the scope. But how it is structured is what we are looking at when they talk about Annex A, Annex B, and all that, and what specifically are found there. That gives you the structure. So when you look at what is happening here, we have